Hello and welcome to today's video. It's a crisp Saturday morning, great day for cycling. I'm wearing my customized The Indian Cyclist jersey. We'll talk about that more in a bit. What's the plan for today? Well, we're not riding to the outskirts or across some mountains. We're actually going to hit 3 climbs that are within city limits. Now, when you're a new cyclist, climbs can be intimidating. And that's understandable because climbs are hard. I wasn't ready to tackle climbs for a few months after I started cycling. And there are still climbs that scare the snot out of me. Now, I've never walked up a climb, but I have had climbs where I've never been able to reach the summit without setting a foot down. Sometimes every 100 meters. That's what we're going to talk about today. Why climbs are important. But once you're done, breaking it up bridges and flyovers without huffing and puffing, I say that as I'm huffing and puffing, these are the climbs you got to levitate to, right? These are 1 to 2 kilometer climbs that are great to practice on. So we're right across the road from the climb to Vetal Tekdi. This climb is 1.5 kilometers long at a respectable 5.7% average gradient. The KOM time is a little over 3 minutes, and I can't make it to the top in twice that time. But it's a fantastic climb to get started with. It's what I started with as well.
Now I must say that for a little over half the climb, the road is narrow and can get crowded. It isn't very pleasant either as you ride past slums, but come on. This is India and it isn't really a problem. Once you cross the Aero gate, the views clear up and the hill you reach is so beautiful with dozens of trails. It is probably my favorite place in this city. You can see that this is a pretty steady climb with no surprises except for maybe the last 100 meters where the gradient notches up a bit.
Now, it's important to take on climbs for multiple reasons, but the most important reason for me is that hills no longer limit you. If you want to get out of Pune on the southern side, you have Kathraj Ghat, Babdev Ghat, Dive Ghat. And if you can't do climbs, you're kind of stuck on one side. Now, what about mountain biking adventures? Most trails start on hills, just like this one.
We're now heading to Hilltown, a township off the Mulshi Road, just within city limits. The primary segment here is called Mount Wolfpack because one of Pune's racing teams, the Pune Wolfpack, used to practice here. Now this climb is 1.2 kilometers long with an average gradient of 6.4%. The road is wide, in great condition, and the views, if you know where to stop, can be quite scenic.
Now, another reason why climbs are important is that they give you a fantastic workout. They've been called nature's leg day. Climbs help build lower body muscle. They make your heart beat much faster, make it stronger, and they increase your core strength. Basically make you a stronger rider overall.
Before we hit our final climb for today, let's take a small break to talk about this customized Hyve jersey that they sent me to review. I'm also going to be giving a couple of these away, so make sure you watch through to the end of this video if you're interested in winning one.
What I was looking for today was how comfortable it is for general riding. So I've been out since about 7:30 this morning. It's now a little after 12. The temperature is 27, 28 degrees, fairly hot. And I must say I'm feeling pretty good. The jersey has a bit of a snug fit, as you can see. I gave them my measurements before I went to Goa, and what happens in Goa kind of comes back with you, doesn't stay in Goa, unfortunately. So I thought, being snug, it would be a bit hot, but it's been quite airy, even though I'm riding really slowly. I've never really felt overly hot in this jersey. I'm not really sweating, and I think the breathable fabric that they have at the sides and on the arms has made a pretty big difference. Other things to point out, really deep pockets. I haven't been worried about my phone falling out. I even have a pump, a hand pump in one of them. Yeah, the zip. It's a cam lock zip, so it won't come down just like that. I've had that happen to me and I haven't even known sometimes. And the other aspect is once you unlock it, you can operate it with a single hand. Again, a problem that I've had with many of my jerseys. You can see customization as well, and of course managed to get that at the back as well. And the good part is they actually don't charge for customization too, so I'm pretty happy.
Now that we're done with the review, let's move on to our final climb of the day, which is the climb to Taljai Tekdi, another hill pretty much in the center of the city. The primary body of this climb is 1.2 kilometers long at an average gradient of 5.7%. It's the easiest climb of our three. What I like about Taljai is that it has a number of flat sections baked into the climb, giving you some respite before the gradient notches up again. While Taljai has trails similar to Vetal, it's not as large and walkers always give you the stink eye when you're riding inside. So I typically just do this climb and beat it back home.
Now the final thing that's good about climbs is the way they make you feel. As you get higher, the air gets a lot cleaner, the views get far better, and your mind gets clearer as well. You become one with the bike. Well, you try to become one with the bike. But that feeling of accomplishment when you've finally reached the summit under your own power is something I really can't describe. And the fact that you conquered the climb makes all the pain you went through getting there worth it. To celebrate 2,000 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to be giving away 2 jerseys, one for cyclists in Pune and the other for cyclists in the rest of India. You don't need to subscribe to the channel, heck, you don't even need to like this video, but you do need to go out and ride your bike. So if you're in Pune, ride up any of the 2 climbs I've covered in this video in one ride. And if you're not in Pune, find 2 climbs in your city that are between 1 and 2 kilometers long, minimum 4% gradient, and go ride up them in a single ride. Now, since you'll all be riding different climbs, I'll normalize using the KOM time, I'll throw in the gradient as well, and the jerseys will go to the riders with the best times. So how do you enter? Well, just leave a comment on this video with a link to your Strava activity and the 2 segments that I should be looking at. I'll announce winners in about a month, so be sure to check back here and on the channel for the results. Now, if you're too lazy to go out and ride up these climbs, you can go to Hyve directly and use this code to get 10% off on your own jersey. So until next time, good luck and stay safe. Accelerator नहीं है. बैटरी भरना है. साधा साइकिल आहे.
कितीला आहे?
20,000.